Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Feckshite.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
How'd you know? Dumb as a rock, but world class at tearing the throats out of wee ones, she is. Rest of her litters inside in the pens. Beautiful beasts. Be a shame if you came all this way without having a look. But I can't let you pass just like that. Celebrating a raid we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it. Go on. Don't skimp, neither. I can't believe you did it! You stupid idiot! Go on, mate. Enjoy the festivities. You earned it. We're celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up. Rip the guts out of Joaquin's rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some Duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
The look, I'll give you that.
Stop fidgeting.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Something the matter?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Ha! All that got you wearing our colours, did he?
Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
Boss Ragslin, eh? Must be the goblin in charge.
Tribe? Tribe! Roll Toosh! Toosh, Toosh, Toosh!
voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
I think that was the Absolute speaking to us. But we managed to shield ourselves. We should keep moving. Agreed. Something the matter? Wait. It hurts. Worse. But it passes quickly, usually. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. You could say that. And yes, I still have it.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
A stranger in a fair camp. Here follow, by far and wide for great glory. Sing the saucy one about the draw Raxlin's best make as a blade in the quarry. Be you beguiled, or be you beheaded? Yeah. The goblin kind will tease you and frowk you when redded. His name is Draw Raxlin, his voice absolute. With fragulous crown and with scepter of braid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I? Huh?
Wait a tick. That a friend of yours?
Certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him.
Wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done.
On.
Of course.
My name's Gribbo, idiot.
Right. Yes. Not for me.
Boy, give the wolves some booze. Love it. These mugs got holes in them or something.
Ready to get a game going. Just need a contender. You club for cowards.
How are we to find the druid in this chaos?
Statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her.
Don't go inside. Inside. Boring.
For the last time, that weren't a whistle. It was a blood with a tongue.
Most would think us mad for wandering right into the middle of a goblin war clan. I suppose that goes to demonstrate just how desperate we are.
Chewy. I ain't paid to talk. Keep walking.
More Selunite markings. No worshippers left there.
Damned goblins. Monsters. Every last one. The kind I was culling from Sword Coast hamlets just a 10-day ago.
You look like you've been kissing a wolf's backside. Pissed off, or you'll end up like this bleeder.
was. He ain't nothing but a stain now. Just like you'll be if you don't clear off. Oh, you're real tough, bullying a kid. Sod off, or I'll fetch my mum. She was as tough as wolf meat before the Absolute came along. Now, she can punch out a dragon. Take a trophy.
That's the that of it, eh? I'll be a big old boy. I'm talented.
What do you call a trad knickers?
Oh, you stink.
Should take a trophy. I'll be there.
You're being arrested for thieving. Unless you can find a way to settle this here and now. You're free to go. This time. But next time you won't be so lucky.
Well now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts? Well now, you look like a tough un. This is chicken chasing. Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been breasted by the bird. Fancy yourself, do you? Care to pin that claim down with some coin? Then you don't want to play. This game ain't for rattleguts that don't believe in themselves. We got the coin. We got the challenger. Now we just need the crowd, eh? We're starting a new game! Move your eyes!
Yeah, don't hurt the little fucker. Just chase it through the post.
What are you waiting for? Shimmy on the starting mark and let's get going. What are you chatting to me for? What are you waiting for? Shimmy on the... Chase!
The chicken's head bobs, eyes darting around at the leering goblin faces. She's terrified.
Get it back on the field! Get it back on the field!
Let's make it interesting, eh?
Get it back on the field! Get it back on the field!
Looks empty.
To be fair, that chicken played a blow.
That's the game done. Come here. Oof! Hard luck, mate. Told you it weren't as easy as it looked.
Finish cooking that dwarf yet?
Legend!
Humans ain't good for much, but they ain't.
Even better, we need to get out of there. Dead
Ready to get a game going. Just need a contender. You the cowards. What? None of you want to join the chase? Two chicken for the chicken.
Well met.
Keep that bird away from the merchandise.
Red chasers are dead. Bunny cob, split foot, top toenail. Legends. Out my way.
What's that? I think I heard the absolute voice just now.
That's the drink talk.
Ready to get a game. Just need a contender. You club for cowards.
Gotta be chosen to hear her, like the boss of Christmas.
None of you want to join the chase?
Humans ain't good for much, but they ain't.
Tasty.
Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Thrust his arm with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And what are you doing here with that stink on your face? Think you could do whatever you want? Think you rule the world even though you're just a halfling? Ah!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Everyone says that. And then they spit in our faces. But no more. Things are changing. We got the Absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on. Kiss my foot. Or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your dirty face.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
You want your teeth knocked in? You ain't got nothing on me. So kiss my foot.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
That's human. His name is Tar. A stranger in a fair camp.
Statue. More night markings. No worshippers left there.
Fresh tip. And why you think you rule the world even though you're just a halfling? Ah!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in...
Everyone's but no. You better look. Go on. Or I'll wipe that.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
On that one after that. Fresh and pink you.
The mark glows.
If but go on. Or I'll
end him or leave.
Do I need to rip you? Problems on that run after that.
The mark glows.
But you better go on, or I'll wipe that nut.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
Ugh. Look, mate, just piss off. You're not welcome here. Promise on that one after that. Think you're real.
The mark glows.
But go on, or I'll wipe that.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
No more promise on that one after that. Think
the mark glows.
But you better go on, or I'll wipe.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
No more promise on that one after that. Fret,
the mark glows.
But no, you better go on, or I'll wipe.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
No more promise on that one after that. Think you're real.
The mark glows.
But you go on, or I'll wipe.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
No more promise on that one after that. Fresh is.
The mark glows.
Go on, or I'll.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
No more promise on that one after that.
The mark.
Everyone but go on, or I'll.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
that run after that. Fresh.
The mark.
Everyone but go on, or I'll what?
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
Ugh. Look, mate, just piss off. You're not welcome here.
The goblin stares, mouth agape. Then he sets his jaw and falls to his knees.
There. I've done it. Arrogant swine.
Them?
Makers of blades in the quarry. Or be you beheaded. These ones don't feel embedded. His name is Ragnar, his voice absolute. Disarm you and draw you the truth. Not if you dare recoil if you must. And the ogre. A new age is dawning with goblins at trust. Mountains great with the inn, so...
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
Huh? That was good. Carry it on, Pigeon.
And if you saw him kill manlings, you'd have to yell, "Hum! Fa!" Why? He's a meatier creature than any I've spied. Oh, Balderdash.
Boy, stranger, you meddling with my pigeon. He's talking stupid now.
Come, let's continue our ballad. Wait, wait.
Come on, pigeon.
Look what you've done.
Come on.
Of course.
My name's Gribber, idiot.
How are we to find the druid in this chaos?
Yes.
Let's hope we find...
No going.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Good. Seluna is a bad omen. Just look what's befallen her temple. Though, I'll grant it must have been impressive once, in all its profane glory. I wonder what happened. No matter. I'll breathe easier once we're clear of this place.
Those thieves almost got past. Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Right. Well, you ain't the first foreign type, I suppose. Gonna have to be a bit more specific, though, mate. Absolute's got a few favourites around here. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow? Well, look. Big Boots here has an appointment with Draw Ragslin himself. Throne room's at the back. His communing mind, so step soft. Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing, we'll know who sent them.
Aye, might be we'll pay him a visit in return. That'll be some real fun. Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing, we'll know who sent them.
Aye, might be we'll pay him a visit in return.
Yourself before the absolute with that muck on your mug. Ugh.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
None of you are worthy. Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess. One of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye. Ready for the fire, are ya? Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting.
We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing. Embarrassing yourself before the absolute that muck on your mug.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous. You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
half right, sharp eyes. Zen is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That problem for you? Pleasure.
Nothing for you in there, mate.
Wouldn't go in there. Lest you fancy blowing your bones all the way to Baldur's Gate.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
At least give me a sword!
We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining!
Don't go bothering my pigeon. It's mine. Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya? Hey, he don't mind. Keeps him safe from me mates. Raids make 'em rabid. Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I don't want no trouble. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Look at this! I'm quite saved! A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. That will sound ridiculous. But fine, if you insist. As much as it pains me to cede creative control. Once I've written you into one of my books, there won't be a tavern in Faerun you can enter without receiving a hero's welcome. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the Scourge. This man is a follower of Leviata, goddess of pain.
Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? The gentleman being held next door. My acquaintance is working on him, I believe. While I was thrilled to be invited here, I must confess, I find the goblins and their methods crude and primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Do not be ashamed, child. What I see in your eyes, in your soul, is only natural. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. A pity you would have known such sweet relief at my hands. Should you realize you need my assistance, come back. I'll be waiting.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say will take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
What? Think you could do better? Go on then, have at it! I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Yeah, beating it good.
What? The prisoner? Please, please. Let me out. There's no reason for this. Somewhere underneath the temple, there's a hidden passage. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. Please, please, these shackles. I don't want to die. Halsin, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I know. Please, get me out of here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger. I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Leroacan would reward us if we found it. That's all. The Grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please, I need to warn them.
job must be done.
Ah, as good as, boss. Got a professional working on it right now.
Looks like a trap there.
Trap. Be cautious.
What's there?
Embarrassing yourself before the absolute with that muck on your mug.
Now, here's a priestess.
A priest?
What's that? Tell your friend to keep ready for the fire, are ya? Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't ya? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Oi! Priestess! Are infected like us.
We want the mark.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
If this Absolute uses the tadpoles to speak to true souls, that makes them more than deviant. It makes them dangerous.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head? Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell. The Absolute will protect me. You don't stand a chance.
Fleet of foot.
Where do I go from here?
Did your idiot mother beclothe you?
Let's end this.
Take you.
2 steps at a time.
Time to push my luck again. My path betrays. My injuries need tending. I'm ready. Take you. Help, please.
Oh, yes! Everyone howls when they're on fire!
Embarrassing yourself before the Absolute with that muck on your mouth.
Now, here's priest.
A priest?
What's that? Ready for the fire, are ya? Let's the faithful recognize one another quick, sharp. That way nobody'll mess with ya. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll stick. Maybe you don't need it.
She probes your darkness. The vision dissolves away. Her faith
works, but maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another. Of course. Don't want this rabble interfering with true soul business.
Oi! Priestess!
Acted like us.
We want the mark.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
If this Absolute uses the tadpoles to speak to true souls, that makes them more than deviant. It makes them dangerous.
Oi, come here. Ready to clear your head? The Absolute will protect me. ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head?
On I go. No choice but to keep going. Time to strike. Taking position.
This is my time.
We did her a favor. The corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
You here to get branded too? Priestess reckons we should get marked up before the next raid.
Make sure whoever we're sticking it to knows we're doing it for the Absolute.
Boss Ragslin weren't lying when he said anyone could join the Absolute's ranks.
We got the Absolute's might on our side. Someone speaks against her, just stick him like a pig.
With that kind of slander, I'll slice off their fingers and fry 'em for supper.
I just love a good finger fry.
Any one of you casting aspersions on the Absolute, I'll tear out your tongue and cram it up your faithless arse.
Hands off my tongue, you bloody bird. I'm pledged to the Absolute, arse and all.
Hold on. What in the ruddy hells is an aspersion?
It's like libel, as in I'm liable to smash your face if you go casting aspersions.
The Absolute's might on our side. Someone speaks against her, just stick.
I'll slice off their fingers and fry 'em for supper.
I just love a good finger fry.
Sugan al Sukok, Otasho Kek Doors! I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute!
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Suga no Shukok.
This is the big boss. Strike him down.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
Well, look here. A true soul halfling. A long way from home, aren't you?
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This Mind Flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
Then take it. Absolute knows I am not getting anywhere.
You read aloud the words on the scroll. The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Ragslin frowns at a question he would never have asked. Then the creature speaks in visions. Curved drow blades, crude goblin torches, gnoll teeth dripping blood. You see other mind flayers arranged in a serene circle. Absolute unity. Absolute power.
Damn it! That tells me nothing!
You feel Ragslin's suspicions. A true soul should never ask about the Master. Again, a vision comes to you. A memory, seen through the creature's soul-dead eyes. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod. Devoid of flesh. Only darkness.
You're kidding me. Very helpful, squid.
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you consider your final question. Visions consume you once more. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high. Control panels melting. Flesh pods spilled open.
Wait!
Ragslin pierces your mind, prodding for truth.
You're no true soul. Yeah, you're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all the glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Praise the Absolute.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon they're after really is. The artifact.
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
That way, but scouts said they heard something moving around out there.
Floating eye keeps watch. Best avoid it, or it may spoil the hunt.
How about I start following you, eh? How'd you like that?
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze. As you gaze deeper, you feel a focus, an intent. You sense no reaction from the unblinking eye.
And now you
The eye doesn't seem to notice your
Bloody hell's what?
Nothing by it.
Leave me alone!
Honest, I didn't. Much like your words is meaningless. Well, end the latter to save the former. Prisoners lost a lot of blood. Jim, still ain't talking. Tell them to stop hunting him. We need him alive.
The eye doesn't seem to...
The dwarf is ready yet.
Do you want to become spider food?
Wish I got a turn at the bear. Lucky.
I smell claw. Hands off. This one's for the pups.
Here to see the bear? Just follow the noise. Wargs have been going crazy for it. Just hope these scraps will satisfy the bunch when they're in this state. I could get used to all these raids. And especially all this wheat.
See? It squealed! Hit it again!
Keep your hands steady, 3.
Again! Again! Make it squeal again.
It's staying right here. The beast came in here with those robbers, killed Dink and Mince too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs. But first, 3 more stones. Make it nice and bloody.
Yeah! Hit his head! I want to hear more noises!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Making my move.
Have to keep going.
Can't give up. Not now.
I will ascend.
Making my move.
Can't even catch my breath.
I'm talking. A gift for a loathsome neighbor.
Need to act fast.
On the victor's path.
I won't give in.
focused. Have to keep going.
Victory awaits.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin. Yes, but just Halsin will suffice. Unbecoming to demand honorifics from the one who saved my hide. Indeed? Well, not the most opportune moment, but given the lengths you went to, I assume there's some urgency. Come on then, what's the problem? Unless you'd rather wait for an audience of goblins. Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. You weren't speaking lightly when you said you needed help. Let me tell you what I know. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles, but I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure. No, this is different. Altered. The magic used is beyond me. It's either not of this world or so ancient as to be lost to even nature's memory. I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated. I wish I could, but there's still work I've yet to finish. Blood I've yet to spill. I've no right to ask more of you, but if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected. My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a lifetime. Rare is the beast that survives decapitation. Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself. Be warned. My presence could make things more difficult. I can only restrain my bear form so much. I won't be able to help but attack goblins. If I join you, we'll likely have to slaughter this entire place. You may want to use discretion when approaching the goblin leaders. May Sylvanas guide your hand. Focus on the leaders. That's all it will take to restore the balance here.
Damned goblins. Monsters, every last one. The kind I was culling from Sword Coast hamlets just a 10-day ago.
The ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things. Traveling to Moonrise is no small task. Expect dangers like you've never seen before. This is different. There's more fingers on a hand than there are survivors of that place. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. So it seems, though I don't know how. You'll have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in this very Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers, through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Sounds rather ingenious.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers, and may bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the Shadow-cursed lands. You'll need to pick up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in these ruins, from what I've heard. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. You will. Oakfather bless you. I'll be in your debt twice over if we succeed. You know what's needed. The deaths of Draw Ragslin, the Drow Minthara, and the Priestess Gut. May nature guide you. I could come and help you, but be warned. May Sylvanas guide your hand.
Bats and blades, always sharp.
Can't give up now.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halsin had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless... Are you familiar with the process of ceremorphosis? That is what happens when a mind flare parasite infects a living host. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flare. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, nothing like that. Though if I fail to treat it, then the consequences would not be contained to me alone. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.